Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. We're excited today. We got a guest on, the salty golfer, coming at you from South Carolina. How you doing, Wes?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Excited to be here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, thanks for taking some time. I know we got a good show tonight, so I know we're going to break down the salty golfer a little bit and kind of give us a rundown on who you are and what the salty golfer is all about. Selfishly, I'm excited to talk about next week. I'll be heading over for vacation. I know you've already got us one round planned in. I did see some pictures of some bourbon, I guess if you want to call it that. Maybe flavored whiskeys, but hey, I don't judge. I don't judge.
Listen, I might be a big guy, but I don't know. I feel like your game's a lot stronger than mine when it comes to. I'm a margarita guy. I'll own it and I'll accept that, and let's just go from there.
That's good.
Who doesn't love a margarita, man? I can get down with a few of those. Well, let's unpack this thing, man. Give us a rundown on the salty golfer.
So yeah, it's something I started a couple of years ago. My wife and I, we owned a embroidery / t-shirt and hat company, and we were called the Old North State Clothing Company. And we designed patches and put them on hats and different types of t-shirts with nautical themes. And tried our hand at that and got an offer. Someone wanted to buy the business. So we said, yeah, you can have it. So we just, we weren't as passionate as we thought we were going to be about it. And so the right deal came along. And so I wanted to keep my Instagram page. So I was like, one night just said, well, I love golf and I love the beach. So let's just name the page The Salty Golfer. So that's how The Salty Golfer kind of evolved. And fast forward 6 months later, I designed a sticker with kind of my face and the mohawk I was rocking at the time, and put some sunglasses on it and put Salty Golfer in the sunglasses, threw it out on Instagram, anybody want these? And they were gone in a week, and that kind of got the ball rolling. So, and then we were living in Greensboro, North Carolina at the time, actually Jamestown, Sedgefield area.
Yeah, sure.
Where they play the Wyndham.
Yeah.
And then through my day job, got an opportunity to move to Myrtle Beach, and we'd always vacation down here, so it was an easy move. And yeah, so it's we've made some different types. We've done some different tee drops and head covers, and working with Moxie sticks on some cool stuff that we're going to drop in the next couple of weeks, and working with another group called Sneakerhead. And they make head covers that look have Jordan tennis shoes on them and stuff
sure.
that. We're going to do a collab with those guys, and it's evolved into something really cool. And I have an open door policy. There's so many of the people that follow me vacation here. If you're down here, DM me. Let's go play golf. And it's really, I've played with, I don't know, I've lost count of how many people have DM'd me and said, hey, we're down here this week. You want to play golf? Sure, let's do it. And we talked a little about this the other night. I don't care if you're a 30 handicap or a +2.
Sure.
Let's play golf. Let's have a good time. Let's have a couple of drinks afterwards, because that's just as important to me is the hang. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's, if you're going to go spend, 3.5 hours, or maybe 4, depending on the time of year, it could be a little longer. But if you're going to spend that much time with, invest that much time in a day with someone, I mean, it better damn well be somebody that you don't mind hanging out with, right? And hey, what's another hour to pour back a few and, talk about enjoying the day. So.
Right. And I feel like I'm probably one of the easiest people to get along with. It's I can get along with anybody. I mean, it's really just about the hang, and it's about playing as good as golf as we can. I want to beat you. I want to win. So that's.
I'll make you feel good about yourself next week. Don't worry, unless I'm getting some strokes.
Right. So, all right, we'll give you some strokes. What's your handicap?
I'm in the mid-teens.
Okay, well, I'm a 4.5. So We'll make it even.
We'll square it up.
Wow.
Hey, hey, this is being recorded, so I'll remind you that I need to play it.
Yeah, documentation. We have documentation.
Absolutely. Hey, so you mentioned it earlier, and I'm sure we'll get into this a little bit, but just a shout out to Moxie Sticks, and thanks so much for coming on the show. And that's actually how we got connected.
Yeah.
And you said you wanted to keep your Instagram page alive, after you moved out of the business that you were running, and how do you keep it alive? And then you kind of lost the passion for it. But oddly enough, I mean, it sounds like and looks like you're kind of back into a similar business in a way, and you've refound that passion.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I've got a friend of mine that's kind of a silent partner. His name's Kenny Link, and of course he's not silent anymore because I just told him everybody's name. But our goal was to make some really cool golf swag, apparel, but we don't want to charge top end dollar for it. We want you to be able to still have money left over to play golf.
Yeah.
We just did scorecard and yardage book holders, and they were 100% leather. The embroidery and the detail was just unbelievable. We did 3 different ones. We did our flamingo logo, we did our squid logo, and then we did our face logo.
Mm-hmm.
On them. They were the flamingo and the face were dancing. So there's a bunch of different ones all over. You open them up, it can hold your yardage book and your scorecard at the same time. I put a pencil in there that says Salty Golfers, Sandy Pars, and Tiki Bars. And we sold them for $65, and I saw those things going for $150, $175.
Mm-hmm.
Now, funny thing is, this is what blew my mind about the whole thing, is I had a couple original samples left over that had a couple of parts in the embroidery I wasn't real happy with. They were a little skewed. So I put them up for auction. I was like, well, we'll just start it at $20. I was expecting to get, I don't know, $50, $60 out of them. One went for $175 and one went for $275.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, can't believe it. And we've done some work with Imperial Headwear. We've done some terry cloth visors with those guys. And those, funny story about those is the last one we did, we put our, so I have a surf van logo,
mm-hmm.
and it's got a surfboard and a golf bag on top of the surfboard.
Oh, nice.
It says Salty Golfer across the thing of the van. And we dropped those on a Wednesday night, I believe, at 7:00, and I was sold out at 7:28.
Wow.
So it's really cool how it's taken off. And like I said, I don't want to break people's banks. I want them to have some really cool stuff, but yet, you got to be able to pay your golf bets, and you got to be able to go play golf too. So that's what it's about for me. It's not about making a bunch of money. It's just about having some cool stuff out there for people to be able to have. So
yeah, it's awesome, man. And there's such a huge community, and just the interaction with everybody. It's I think there's plenty of stuff to go around for everyone. And I think that's also, Dan and I have talked quite a bit about just the I'm going to use the word bespoke, but the custom golf. It's not, you're not walking into the PGA Superstore and buying one of however many million, right? There's something unique. It tells a story. And that's really why we wanted to have you on, and the other folks too, right? It's like, get your story out there, let people hear about it, because it's kind of like I'm on your team, I'm in your club now, and and I've got something that I can take. And again, golf, you gotta be skilled, no doubt, but a lot of it is feel. And some of that stuff is just the feel you get from some of these brands. The Salty Golfer being one of them. You get this brand, and you do get that feeling of it's genuine, right? It's not just somebody out there, big marketing, trying to make a buck. He's trying to produce something I can use and feel good about and enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all small batches for me. I don't, and it's usually a one-time thing. That's what I think's unique about it is, once we create this tee or head cover or whatever we're creating, I don't plan on doing it again. It's just, it's been done to that date. So, you have that part of time that we created that. And if you missed out on it, you missed out on it. And, but I think that keeps people hungry too. And I think that when people say, oh man, this is some really cool stuff, I better, set an alarm and make sure I'm ready to roll. And that's what just so intrigued me about the boys over at Moxie. those sticks, there's a story behind them, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's absolutely amazing to me. Like the sticks that he's making for me are coming from a pre-Civil War or Civil War farmhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. So we did some really cool beachy type pastel colors on them, and then we've got our slogan going down the side, Sandy Pars and Tiki Bars. And we're going to do a pre-order with them, and if 10 people want them, great. If 50 people want them, great. I'm not looking for massive amounts of people to sell my stuff to. So that's what it's, and it's funny. So it's like the Instagram golf community. I mean, we all follow the same people, right? So we all know the same, and we talk to the same people. And I think where what makes this community so great is when I first started, like, Matt Cardis of Golf in Your State, I messaged him. I said, hey, this is what I'm thinking. I messaged Zach Blair from the Buck Club, never thinking I would get a response, right? I mean, this guy, you talk about massive amounts of stuff, that guy sells stuff like crazy. Like, he doesn't even probably have to be on the tour. He sells so much merchandise for the Buck Club.
I've got plenty, so.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, but who is he to bounce something back to me and say, hey, you might want to try this, or hey, good luck with that. I mean, I think that might work. And now it's come full circle. There's people messaging me say, hey, who did that for you? Or where did you get that? Or how did you design that? And I have to give back, right? I mean, that's what you do. You got to give back. And because like you said it earlier, there's enough to go around, man. There's absolutely enough golf love to go around.
And not only that, but we're living in a time now where we got these, to use Cal's term, bespoke type manufacturers out there that can do these smaller runs, and it's very unique and differentiated, and it really lets you, Wes, with the Salty Golfer, pick and choose what you want to do with your brand and how you want to represent it. So I think it's really cool. I love your site. I love what you're doing, man. I love the logos. It's really cool. Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and see, I'm not an artist, so I have the ideas of what I want it to look like and what I want it to do. So I seeked out several different artists, and there was a guy up in Maryland. His name is Seth Thomas, and he runs Thomas Creations. Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, man, I know you're getting into this. I've got a couple of ideas. Roll with it. and I thought, well, he'll hit me back in a couple of weeks. And literally, I think it was the next day, he said, all right, here's what I got for you. Wow. And then we tweaked a couple of things. And so, like, he was just excited to get work to get into the golf business.
Sure.
I needed help doing that. So what I did, and what's so great, so like I've done giveaways and all this stuff. So when I did my 2,000 follower giveaway, I think we had 40 some people involved with the prizes and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I made sure that I bought something from everyone that gave something away.
Oh, that's cool.
I wanted to make sure, it's small batches, right? We don't have a whole lot to give away.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure it's appreciated. And that's what I did with Seth. So so when he created a couple things for me, instead of paying, because I didn't have a whole lot of like just extra cash laying around, I paid him back with the things he created.
Sure.
So if we did a hat, we gave him that back. And then what really the logo with my face and the beard and everything, it's the Salty Golfer. So I've been buying merchandise and product from Richard, who owns Slacker Tide. And he does golf and fish related stuff. I said, man, I really need to vamp up my logo. And this is what's so great about him. So rewind a couple of weeks back before contacting about that, I get this package from him in the mail, and it's got a golf visor, golf hat, tons of stickers, golf balls with his logo on it. And I messaged him through Instagram, and I said, Richard, I got a box. I don't know if it got missent to me. I didn't order all this stuff. He said, no, man, you've been a great customer. I just wanted to say thank you.
Nice.
And I had $100 worth of stuff from
nice.
him. So then I was like, so I'm going to pay this. And like his commission work is $300 to $600.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted his stuff. I love the way he draws. I love all that stuff. So I said, Richard, here's what I'm thinking. And he said, all right, well, give me a couple of weeks because I'm busy doing other commissions. So I said, that's fine. So a couple of weeks passes and I get an email. And he goes, all right, here's what I've come up with. And I loved it. I didn't change anything on it. It's what it was. And I said, all right, man, where do I Venmo you? And he goes, no, man, this one's on me.
Very cool.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, that's what it's about for me, man. If I can help somebody, I'm going to help somebody. And it's just, the golf community on Instagram is just really, really cool. I mean, it is. I use the hashtag a lot, golf family. I really think it is. I really think it is.
Absolutely. Well, and here's the other side. I mean, we're all gear junkies. At least I am, right? I mean, I can't have enough shirts. I can't have enough hats. And then when it comes to, accessory bags or ball markers or, and again, there's nothing wrong with the brands. I'm not dogging anybody out, but I don't want to play the Callaways anymore. I went Miura, so I went down to Chip and Putt in Savannah, and I went and got the wedges, and I drove back home, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to drive back down there and get the irons now. Why didn't I just get them and save myself a trip? But no kidding, and it's those are the things I think that make it kind of fun. Because, there's an intimate relationship between you and your golf gear. I mean, it is personalizing and kind of decking yourself out. And, if I play like shit, at least I'm looking good,
Well, you were.
Except for this mustache.
Mustache.
I made to lean in a little bit so you can see it.
I can see the outline. That's good. Yeah, I'm a gearhead too. Like, I'm so thankful and blessed that I have a wife that gets it too. I mean, it's what I'm into. I guess I could be into worse things, right? So, I mean, she gets it, and
it could be cocaine and hookers, and that ain't gonna go
right. It could be cocaine and hookers. Thank God it's not.
And a hell of a lot more expensive. So there you go.
Yeah. I guess so. But yeah, it's really kind of taken on a life of its own, and I love getting the DMs from guys saying, "Hey, we're down here. I want to play golf with you." I mean, that's, who am I to want to go play golf with? But
well, selfishly, hold on. That's a good segue, man. So let's peel that back. So we're getting in there.
He's like Kisner. He's like Kisner. So this ain't no hobby. I know how to segue.
This is one of my favorites. I love Kisner.
So, yeah, me too, man. Yeah, great dude. Yeah, throw in a big dip and let it rip, man.
Right.
So it's family vacay. We'll be coming down on Saturday. There's 20 or so of us, and I heard you. Saw your hey, hit me up if you're around, and I did. And we've got a 8:00 tee time at TPC Myrtle Beach on Monday.
Yep.
You hooked me up with Merle's Inlet fishing charters. So we're there on Tuesday.
I didn't have a discount for that, but at least got you to the right people.
You got me to a good spot. Yeah, it's convenient. No, I just appreciate you, pointing me in the right direction. I did get hooked up with Q, so that's going to be awesome. And I don't know where we're going for the rest of the week. At least we're going to get in one more round, hopefully two, but I don't know what your schedule looks like. So.
Yeah, so I'm off that whole week. So cool. I'm off Thursday when I get done working, I'm taking the next 10 days off. So it's so I really want to get you out to Caledonia too, down here in Pawleys Island. That's where I played. I played there on Saturday morning.
Man, that place looks friggin' awesome. Just the landscape, and I don't know if I'm going to need extra balls because I don't know how many I'm going to lose. A bunch, it looks like.
Yeah. So that's a Mike Strantz course, and it's just, I don't know if you guys know much about Mike Strantz. He did Tobacco Road, and and there's Bulls Bay down here near Charleston, and True Blue here in Myrtle Beach. So we're really lucky here in Myrtle Beach. It's called the Grand Strand. It's about a 60-mile from Charlotte, North Carolina, down to Georgetown, Pawleys Island area. And we've got 89 or 91 golf courses in those 60 miles. It's really the golf mecca of the United States. But yeah, Caledonia, so it is so pleasing to the eye when you're out there. It is just, it's built on a old plantation, rice plantation. The clubhouse is absolutely gorgeous. So when you turn in, it's the closest I'll ever get to going down Magnolia Lane. So you have all these huge live oaks that goes for, I don't know, a half a mile before you even get to the clubhouse. And you have 1 and 10 that are on your left and right. And then you get to the end of that drive, and then you just see marshland, and then you take a right to the clubhouse. And you get so caught up in how beautiful it is out there, then you look down at your scorecard and you're 7 or 8 over, and you're like, oh boy, there.
I'm used to that, man. It ain't going to work me up.
But yeah, and then TPC, I thought that would be a good track to take you to. I mean, that's just, they used to have a senior tour event out there. It's Dustin Johnson's home course. It's just a really cool golf course. It's the closest probably I'll get to playing a tour event as far as the way the course is set up and how long, or, and the greens are always fantastic out there. I know a couple of the assistant pros, and Sean is the guy that hooked us up out there, got us on there early, and is taking care of us out there. And so, yeah, it's the practice facility is amazing out there. It's really cool. So, like, you have your morning wave, and this is how great they take care of their golf course. So about midday, the grounds crew comes back out to the golf course, and they re-rake all the bunkers for the afternoon golfers. I mean, who does that?
Yeah,
right? I mean, that's just absolutely
first class treatment, man.
Yeah, and it's everyone kind of competes with each other down here, so you're going to get things like that at all the golf courses.
That's true. You got a lot of options, so it's kind of like, what's the, what are you gonna, what do you take away? So we talked about those two. I guess is there a hidden gem somewhere in Myrtle Beach that maybe, and it doesn't have to be out of the way, it doesn't have to be inexpensive, but I mean, is there something that, because people, they're flocking to the TPC, Caledonia, what are they? Is it the Berger?
They're really flocking to Kings North, which is 3 courses where it's the Arnold Palmer. There's 3 courses there. A lot of people go to Barefoot Landing. Yep. There's 3 courses there. Well, actually, there's 4. But the 4th one, we might need to go there because I have our credentials to get us on there. It's super, super private. It's made, Pete Dye designed it. And
so it's hard as hell.
Yeah, sure. It's hard as hell. I would say, as far as hidden gems that a lot of people kind of pass over but should play when they come down here, is Blackmore. It is a Gary Player design.
Oh, nice.
Not a super long golf course. A lot of risk reward. The greens are always fast and hard. They have Championship Bermuda out there. I think it gets overlooked because it's not one of the longer ones, and it's not really a part of a lot of package deals. It is a part of some package deals, but there's other golf courses have more glitz and glamour, so it, doesn't get. And then there's another. I can't remember if it's Dye's son that did it or Dye did it, but there's another golf course called Prestwick, and it's got some of the most incredible bunkering I've ever seen on a golf course. I mean, just absolutely beautiful bunkers.
Is that because you were in the bunkers?
No, not that. Well, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I do go in the bunkers, but I'm amazed at that skill to be able to see that. And I mean, there's the 18th hole is basically, I'll send you a picture. It's surrounded by bunkering, and you can be down in the bunker and barely be able to see the top of the flag. So it's just very. Yeah, it's you can spend an hour in there trying to get out of there.
Well, I mean, with 2 pairs of socks and thick soles, I mean, I'm like pushing 5'8", so I definitely wouldn't be able to see it.
Well, so I'm a whole foot taller than you, so it is going to be mutton Jeff out.
5'8", generous. That's generous. Come on.
We'll definitely get some side by side pictures of this for Instagram, man. That'll be good entertainment in its own.
It will be.
Outside of the videos.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying I'm really looking forward to it. I'm excited to I'm excited to meet you virtually, but I'm more excited to meet you in person and go out and I I don't mean this in like a cheesy way, but to have a host to kind of show me around their hometown.
That's really cool.
You know the drill, and I'm not having to kind of exhaust myself, and I know what I'm walking into. It's going to be a pleasure because you're the guy there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I think it's when people come down to play golf, it can be a little overwhelming, because there's just so much of it down here, and a lot of it's it's trial by fire or error, however you want to say. There's some golf courses down here that I'll just never go back to. Just I don't like them. I don't like the way they set up. I don't like how I was treated as a guest. Maybe that guy was just and usually when that happens, I give them the benefit of the doubt because it's 950 degrees down here right now, and you're sweating what's off, and I'll go back and give you another. But to me, so customer service is very important to me. I mean, I was taught at an early age when I deal with my customers in my real job. I treat every customer like they're the only one I have. Yeah, so, same way.
Yeah, I feel like I should be treated the same way too, right? So, and that's what's so fun about playing golf with strangers that come to visit. Is my wife says I have the ability to make people feel at ease right away.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about shanking one off the. It's happening to everybody, man.
Why are you already putting that in my head? I see what you're doing. I see exactly what you're doing.
Well, I feel like I've got to do something because you're gonna ask for a lot of strokes. So I've got to do what I can do.
You're already putting the shank off the first tee in my head. I feel like extra, whatever I was getting, that's one extra right there, buddy.
We can do that. That's fine.
That's
hey, you're already DeChambeauing me.
So how bad did the PGA screw that up?
Oh,
right?
I mean, just as bad as the network screwed up Sunday when they shut off the friggin' coverage.
Freaking nuts.
Oh, wait a minute. I understand why they cut it off, because they had to get over to the baseball game or the basketball game or the hockey game. No, they had nothing to. Hey, they went over to rerun one of my favorite movies. It's like, we got to get over to this, 11,327th showing of Roadhouse. We can't delay that for 23 minutes. Oh no.
Right.
What a train wreck, man.
Yeah, and to see those young guns go at each other like that. I mean, dropping those putts right on top of each other like that, Dan.
And they. I mean, the first holes, they're not gimmies. I mean, you got a 25-footer and like a 40-footer. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's nuts. We're not watching that in real time.
Yeah. And the way they were firing those pins too. I mean, good gosh, it was almost hitting these pins, and it was just they were lights out, man. Those are the best. So two of the best iron players on tour right there. That was a showdown.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I think those two will win a lot more golf tournaments if they stay super healthy for the rest of their career.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. So so you brought it up. I can't get off of it because I am so pissed off about this. Just the way that they're attacking this thing around. And but the PGA Tour and the networks, and again, I mean, I appreciate it and I like to watch it. But it's like you don't have 100,000 fans a day to deal with. So and you don't have all the equipment that you're moving around, and then of course you don't have all the people either. But it's like, how are they? I don't understand how they're missing. I don't know why somebody isn't going back in and saying, "Hey, if this happens, when there's nothing," because I don't think we're going to see football on TV this year. No, at least not new football. And I hate that. I don't know if we're going to see new baseball on TV. I don't know if we'll see new basketball. The PGA Tour is now wraparound. Why doesn't someone have their hands around this thing? And maybe they do. Maybe that they just can't come to some kind of an agreement. But it's like, shit, pay the fines, run the stuff. Because, I mean, think about these two young guys, right? You've got, you got a 22-ish year old and a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, maybe he's 27. But, I mean, you got two people under 30 and one of them just over 21. And I mean, these are the people that you need to be watching. Those are the fans that you need to pick up, that you need to come on right now, and you just shut them off. And the total miss.
Yeah.
Well, so the PGA Tour has a real opportunity here to get fans that they would never had a chance to get.
Absolutely.
With this, because their storylines are developing. They need to develop those storylines. They need to put them on Twitter and either run them on ESPN or whatever, and then you got these. And you're exactly right. So I have a theory about the Bryson and the Koepka and the Tiger thing. I would not be surprised if Tiger said, "Look, you can put those two boys together.
I'm not doing it.
I don't want no part of that.
I agree with that.
Put them together, but I'm here to try to win a golf tournament. I am not here to deal with that crap."
Hey, I'm playing 6 or 8 tournaments a year. I don't have time to screw around with these two in a little kissing match.
Yeah.
Right, and he's probably earned that right to. I mean, he has earned that right to say, "Hey, I don't want to go do that." Yeah, I mean, so he's arguably the best golfer ever.
No, absolutely. Somebody said no to that.
Yep.
Yeah, but why would you
Brooks?
Why would you? You think so? I think so.
Oh, I think so. Oh, I think he absolutely because you know
he is not the stuff right now. He is not the stuff right now.
And you know that DeChambeau is going to slow play the hell out of him. And but I mean, here's the other thing that could get him is DeChambeau could do it so intentionally that it screws his game up. Because I think he would do it to try to mess with him.
Yeah.
And Brooks might not just want to see Bryson hit the ball 30 yards past him either. I don't want that going on either.
Agreed.
So,
yeah.
So maybe he missed the cut last week so he could spend more time in the clubhouse drinking milkshakes and beefing up.
Maybe so. You know those baseball player guys.
Do I? Dan, don't we know those baseball players?
Oh, man. I'll tell you. Good stuff, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the Big Cat. That's for sure.
Hold on. You got a story about Koepka, don't you?
Oh.
Did you want to share?
Well, so I'm not going to tell you who told me this. It's on decent authority. It could be false because I'm not friends with Brooks Koepka. I've never met him in person.
Hey, don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
Right. So I was told by another PGA professional, okay, that when you get to the status that Brooks Koepka is on, Nike will go out and personally customize their shirts. It'll be a customized fit. It's not like something like Brooks doesn't say, "Yeah, I need larges off the supply line." Mm-hmm. That doesn't happen. They come out, they custom fit him for his shirts. So I can't remember if Brooks is a medium or a large, but I was told that his shirt sleeves are smalls. So it will give him the visibility on camera that is a little bit bigger than he actually is.
Oh, that's great.
Now, is he in great shape? I wish I had his body. Absolutely. But I just thought that was absolutely funny that he might have sleeves that are size small instead of normal size medium sleeves.
You've given me an idea. I've got a sewing machine. I just don't know if I don't know if I can get it done by Saturday.
Oh, no.
I can do something to intimidate you. I'm going to be looking up at you the whole time. So it's like, shit. It's like, hey, when we talk, could you at least sit down so I don't hurt my neck?
I'll sit in the car. Then we'll have discussions.
Well, apparently, I was listening to some of the Koepka Claude Harmon interviews during the break, and there was one where Claude was doing an Instagram live with Koepka, and they were talking all about the tournaments and this and that. And Claude's been his coach for a while, and apparently Nike just sends the clothes. And I didn't know that story that you just had shared. Thank you for sharing that. But apparently they just send them, and then it's up to the player to get them in, tournament kind of condition and whatnot. But Claude actually irons all of Koepka's clothes for him before the majors.
I mean, that's taking teaching to a whole other level.
That's what they said.
Baseball player.
That is taking teaching to a whole other level.
Well, no, so Dan played ball. You didn't play baseball, did you? I may be walking into an ass whooping down there.
No, I played baseball all through high school. My dad was my high school baseball coach.
There you go.
So I'm left-handed. Don't play golf left-handed, but I throw baseball and shoot basketball left-handed. No, basketball paid for college. That's what I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I went to a prep school in High Point, North Carolina called Wesleyan Academy. Mm-hmm. And our two guards were both over 6'2". I played the 3 at 6'8". We had another kid that was 6'9" that played the 4, and then we had a German kid that went on to play at Wake Forest that was 7 foot that played 5.
Wow.
So we were pretty stout in high school. Yeah, we played like 38 ball games my junior and senior year. We traveled and played Oak Hill Academy, and I played AAU ball with Julius Peppers and played against Lamar Odom and played some pretty big time basketball in high school and college. And I've been dunked on by several players that went on to play professional basketball. But when you're playing at that level, I mean, it's getting dunked on is just
that just comes with the territory, right?
Yeah,
well, you are playing golf now and not basketball, so it's just a takeaway for me. I got to take the jabs where I can get them. You know? If you lean down, I got to take a swing.
Yeah, so I can get on my knees and we can fight like that if we need to. So we about the same like that. But no, like golf's the last thing I can be competitive in. I'm super like as laid back and chill as I am, and I love to compete. I just love it. I love to compete. Man. And golf's the last thing that I can be halfway successful competing in, unless it's a board game with my kids. And then when they beat me, I get pissed off. Because I'm like, no, why are you beating me?
We're playing
it's funny. So, yeah, and my wife, Katie, is more competitive than I am. So if we got a board game of Sorry going on right here with 3 of our kids, it can get pretty brutal, especially if she loses. It can pretty brutal.
Nice.
But, yeah,
that's what you're getting into, buddy.
Yeah. Y'all have kids?
No
kids. How old are y'all?
Let's see. I'm 42. I think 42.
I'm 40.
42 or 43. I'm a 77, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 79. I turned 40. I'll be 41 in July.
God, I'm going to be the old. See, hey, that's another stroke right there. That's the old part of the golf course.
Right now, how many strokes you get off the top? Or we just have to rewatch the
I'm already up to like 7, so far I'm winning.
Yeah. So far, yeah. Right now you're winning for sure.
Until we get on the golf course.
You're 7 under already.
Exactly. I mean, I can screw that up by hole number 3.
So, I saw y'all's picks for this week.
Yeah.
And why didn't anybody pick Bryson? Just because everybody else is going to pick him?
Expensive. He's expensive.
He's expensive. I picked him on. So I think I did 5 or 6. I picked him on one of my teams.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I'm really excited to see play, and I don't know how well he's done at the Memorial in the past, but I just love his game, and that's Daniel Berger.
I picked him.
Yeah, he is just a sleeping giant, I think. I don't think you ever want to mess with him. I think that he is and now that he's gone back to hitting the 2012 tailor-made MCs, I mean, crazy.
Well, he's the Colin Morikawa, right? I mean, think about it. I mean, all you have to do is just play consistently well, and let the other guy let the other guy beat themselves, and you'll win. That's that. I mean,
yeah, he's like, what is it, 20-some rounds under par?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Colin Morikawa. He was he won last week, and then he was they went to the playoff at Colonial, and I mean, he missed the putt, but which he didn't miss yesterday, on Sunday. But I mean, that's the thing. It's like you just put yourself in a position and let the other guy screw up.
Yeah.
I was surprised that he was able to bounce back that fast and win.
Me too.
Sometimes when you lose like that, it burns a little bit longer. But he became a man on Sunday.
What do you think about? Hey Wes, what do you think about the Wolfman?
Who's the Wolfman? Sorry.
Wolf. Matt Wolf. Matt Wolf. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I've got him on one of my teams.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, I do. You don't like him? I got 5 or 6 teams, so I mean, some of them I just pick because let's just see what happens.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and then I tell you who I do like, and that's Victor. I like.
Oh, we do too.
I'm riding that horse I'm riding Victor and Norlander until those dudes screw something up really bad.
If Victor can halfway get the putter on point.
Done. Oh, he will break the Puerto Rican curse.
He will break.
Yes, and he has got the best demeanor when it comes to golf.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know if he's smiling or if he's crying. You can't tell, and I love that about him. I mean, he'll hit a shot and it might be horrible, and he looks like he's smiling, and it's great to watch him. I don't know. He seems very humble too, and he'll tell you that his putter sucks. That's what I like about him.
Yeah,
he's no bones about it. Like, I gotta get better at this. I gotta do better.
Yeah. So have you got him in a lineup?
I do have. I'm in 2 lineups. Right
Count us too.
I like his game, and I tell you, I'm blanking. I'm looking up real quick. I'm blanking on the guy's name, but let's see. No, he did really well this past week, but he was Merritt.
Oh yeah.
I've got him as a sleeper. So the first lineup I did, I got Cantlay, Woods, Berger, Finau, Poulter, and Merritt.
Okay, that's good. I like that one.
And then I did Shambo, Xander, and I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but I keep doing it because I feel like if I do it long enough, he's going to come through at some point. And I got Bryson, Xander, Fowler.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
Hey, what do you think? Hey, do I need to link in so you can see it?
I knew it.
Good. Ian Poulter, Lowry, and I even threw Zach Blair in on that team. So if I'm going with Ricky Fowler, I'm going to go with Zach Blair too.
The Buck Club. So you got Fowler in there twice. You got Fowler and you got Fowler alternate, which is Xander. There you go.
Yeah.
Xander's my pick to win this week, by the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I like his game too, man. I like his game. And then, so I always do kind of like a for fun lineup.
Yeah.
And so the first couple of picks are like legit, but I got JT, Victor, Sergio, Ian Poulter, Sabatini, and Kevin Mitchell.
That is fun.
For fun for me.
That is a serious. I mean, that actually could be if Sergio can actually putt this week. Right. I think JT is going to come back so hard because that dude plays good when he's. Mad's a bad way to put it, but when he's playing for not just the tournament but a recovery round, I think JT plays extremely solid. Ian Poulter, I hope he rips a bigger fart than he did the last time. I think that's a solid round, man.
Yeah, if Kevin Mitchell can make the cut, like his problem is he just has to make the cut because he does okay on Saturday and Sunday. He just has trouble getting there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Once he gets to Saturday and Sunday, pretty good golfer.
And Sabatini kind of he didn't play too well a couple of weeks ago, but then last week he bounced back nicely and he's back to his former self.
Last week.
Yeah, well,
that's golf.
Yeah.
That's golf.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if you take all the luck out of it, how many people play like crap?
Yeah, I like Sabatini a lot. Yeah.
So pro golf is not a whole lot different than us playing golf, right? So we have our own stretches where there's like 3 or 4 weeks where we play really good, and then it just effing falls off the rules, right?
Yeah.
So it's so that's why I pick Rory. He's a really good week. Maybe he's feeling good. Maybe and then he always plays like since Tiger was Tiger, he's always wanted to beat Tiger, and he's never been able to beat Tiger. And they had a couple of duels way back in the day. And people do people not try to up their game when Tiger's in the building?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think.
So Tiger's 44 years old, and I think he still carries that intimidation factor. That it's like oh shit, I'm playing with Tiger today.
Unfortunately, this week they won't have the crowds though. There's not going to be the roars. Yeah.
So is it going to be different this week, and going forward? Is it going to look? Because I don't think we're going to see fans for the rest of the season.
No, they already said that. They said they're not doing it.
Yeah. All right. So I know they say okay. So no fans the rest of the season. So does Tiger lose any of the intimidation factor without the fans? Yeah,
no.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, it's still Tiger.
It takes one 20-foot bomb and a fist pump to you're wetting your pants. You know what's about to come.
No, I'm with you. No, I'm in the same boat. Same boat, man. Yeah, I think, and it's good to see him back. I hope it goes well. I hope he doesn't get a positive test and gets a scare factor. But here's the other thing. Think about this, though. I mean, Tiger is definitely getting to, look at Phil, and I would say Phil's still competing. Phil's still playing. I don't know about competing. Yeah, he can compete for a day or two. But Tiger, just with the way his body's been, over his career, I mean, Tiger, I think at 50, I don't think he's playing like Phil is. I think you're getting you're getting some show ups a year, and that's it. Like, less than
Augusta, and I told Katie the other night, we were talking about Tiger. We were watching that show, that documentary or something, Chasing whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the next couple of years, he maybe plays the majors and maybe 2 or 3 other tournaments.
Yep.
And that's it.
He's done. Yeah. Well, I mean, what else does he have to prove? Because I don't think he'll ever break Jack's record. I just it's too. You've got too many studs out there right now that are playing too much. And again, I mean, he was interviewed today, and he was talking about somebody brought up the question, "Hey, you've had a lot of time off. You haven't played since Genesis." And he's like, his response was paraphrasing, but it's like, "Hey, well, that's not unusual for me. I mean, in my past, 5 or 6 years, he's like, I haven't played a lot of golf." He's like, but I've learned how to prepare at home to be ready for the tournament. He said the difference is the atmosphere, but like coming into this season, I mean, it could be a deal breaker, man. I mean, look at how he played at Medalist.
Yeah.
And this could be like a Medalist 101, man. He doesn't have to deal with all the crap. He doesn't have to deal with all the people gnawing at him all the time. I mean, this could be it could be a resurgence.
Yeah, so the thing that Tiger has over everybody, I mean, I'm sure there's other people that are like this on tour, but he doesn't just show up to play golf. He's there to do one thing.
Yep.
And that's win a golf tournament. So back to Brooks, I heard a really cool, I either heard it or read it, I can't rember, but he played over on the Asian tour, right? Is that where he started?
Europe.
He's in Europe.
Yep.
So someone said he was not doing very well, and his mentality was, let's just make the cut each week. And each week...
He forgot about that.
Well, this is what's so great about it. He was hovering around the cut line every week.
Oh.
So then his mentality went, let's try to get top 10s. And then within weeks, he was making top 10s. And then he was like, let's just win. And then he done in the majors.
Yeah.
Won. So I mean, I think that your golf mentality will take you as far as you let it. If you want to be around the cut line, you're probably going to be around the cut line.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
If you want to be a top 25 golfer, you're going to be a top 25 golfer. I think, there's even the golfers that aren't on tour that just missed making it, the skill level is so small.
Yeah.
But I think the mental part of it separates the guys that are the real good ones.
Well, you talked about him earlier, Viktor Hovland. He was pretty much flat on get stroke gain, tee to green, but he was -2. He lost 2 strokes on putting. 2 strokes loss on putting, that cost Viktor Hovland the golf tournament.
Yeah.
Those other 2 guys aren't even in the he's ahead of them and moving on. I mean it's just that easy. I mean, to your point, I mean, it is not like you're moving mountains out here. I mean, it's like now
still finished, right? Still finished. Was it top 5? Was it top 5?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, I think he finished third. Yeah.
And he was losing 2 strokes on the green.
Yeah, I know, right? He's right there, man.
Right. Exactly.
This kid's playing every week, and he's driving himself in his Lexus. I think it's a rental car or his own car, I forget. But from tournament to tournament, that's what he's doing right now.
Oh, to be mid-20s again. Oh, 21. I would do so much to go do that for a year. Just drive around the United States and go play golf for a living.
I have no idea what it feels like to be professional at anything. But to even be considered close to a professional golfer, and it's like, hey, here's your clubs, here's your suitcase and your cooler, here's your car, get on the road. I mean, holy shit, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Laugh. Just laugh.
Well, you guys are going to get a little bit of a taste of that next week, right?
oh yeah. I'm bringing the strong game next week.
That's great. That's great.
What did we miss, Dan?
What are you drinking there?
So we're having James E. Pepper Rye.
All right. I know nothing about it. I'm sorry.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's affordable. I think this was my gal picked this up for me at My Friend's Bottle Shop. #. A great liquor store. I'm glad you brought that up because that's where I want to go next. And you may have to wrap up, but so I don't want to keep you longer than you need to. Yeah. So she picked it up at My Friend's Bottle Shop, and I don't know if you have a good liquor store that you go to. You may have multiples. In Atlanta, I've got one main one that I go to. Sometimes if I'm out driving around, like in the past when I was visiting customers and such, I would have, I'd be able to drive them by and I'd just do a stop in. But now with the whole shelter in thing, so some buddies of mine opened a liquor store up across the street. So if I wasn't an alcoholic before, don't worry, full bore now. No, I'm just kidding. But they get allocations, and let me tell you, these guys do it right. I went and got a bottle of Michter's 10-year rye. So they messaged me the other day, and they messaged a lot of their other customers too, but the people that do a lot of business with them. And I like to do a home blend of mellow corn and Old Grandad 114. And that's usually what I give people, is like, hey, it's my home blend.
You're going to bring him some next week, right?
Yeah, I'm bringing you some next week for sure.
Yep.
I'm bringing you a bottle, and not the little mini bottle I sent Dan, but so I do a lot of business with them. So they like to take care of the people, and he called me and he's like, hey, do you want the bottle? I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you want? And he named off a few bottles. He's like, which one do you want? And I'm like, well, maybe this one or that one. How much are they? And he said the Michter's Rye 10-year is I don't know, $150 give or take. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll take it. Google Michter's Rye 10-year, and everything is like $400 plus.
Wow.
And it's because the secondary market, and I hate that secondary market markup. I mean, it is just, you talked about it earlier in the show about, you should be able to get quality stuff.
Yep.
And you don't need to just gouge people over, just selfishness, man.
I take the hit so I can sell. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I make some money off the stuff, but not near probably what I could, because it's not what
business.
It's about.
It's business,
yeah. So I was talking about your girl, my wife. She was so excited that I was on this podcast that she knows nothing about bourbon. But she went and got me a bottle of bourbon.
What'd you get?
So she got me a bottle of Woodford Reserve.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. It's let's see, 45.2.
Oh yeah,
90 proof. So I don't know. It burns. So
Dan, do you want to go or do I want to go? Because I'm going to see him next week.
No, just get it over with.
You may punch me in the face.
No. This actually goes really well because you picked him this week. That is the Ricky Fowler bourbon right there.
You picked the Ricky Fowler bourbon.
That's it, right there.
Okay, well, that's a good sign now.
There you go. It's good.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. He's got to have
You're just going to have to, I've got tons of questions for you when you get down here about it, because I don't know all about it.
Yeah.
I've got tons of questions for you, and I want to get connected with some of your guys that you've mentioned in the show. You don't need or have to plug them by all means, but I want to get connected with them as well. And selfishly, I want to do it, but not selfishly for me. I want to do it selfishly for the golf community that we're connecting with.
Yep. Sure. Yeah, we can. You ask me anything you want, and I will spill the beans. And
I'm going to bring you a bottle of bourbon that, no offense, but you said your wife's name is Katie.
Yeah.
Okay, Katie. I don't mean this this is not an inappropriate way.
Now, to her defense, this is what she told me. Okay. She said, I went in there and I asked the guy behind the stand. She said, I want to buy my husband a nice bottle of bourbon. Mm-hmm. He's got a podcast tonight, and he's on with some players when it comes to bourbon. And she said that this guy said, if someone gave me this bottle, I would be very pleased that I got this bottle as a present.
There you go.
Okay.
So
I want to know. Don't say I do. So that's our second question we always ask people is, do you have a hidden gem liquor store that we could hit up in your area? Do not say it online because I don't want anything to get bought up before I get there next week. We can release it after the fact. Now that is me being selfish, but it's selfish for the right reasons. But if he's you that as the this is my hidden this is the creme de la creme. There's some shit that's sitting on the shelf that's probably not overpriced, and we may come out of there with a big satchel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for sure. We'll go after we play golf one day.
Yeah. Katie, don't ever buy him Woodford again. You've ruined his bourbon appetite.
No. He's kidding.
Woodford's good, man. That is that's the staple. Well, I guess Maker's Mark, but it kind of bounces between back and forth. But Maker's Mark's the mint julep of the Kentucky Derby, I believe. But Woodford tries to do a really strong stand for the mint julep.
So actually, we're joking with you, buddy, on the Woodford. It's a great bourbon, so we call it the Ricky Fowler bourbon because of the it's got a lot of press behind it and everything. But I think JT actually is a sponsor for Woodford Reserve. I think he's actually an ambassador.
The Kentucky guy, he is. Yeah.
Well, he's one of. So Kenny, the guy I was talking about earlier, he's really good friends with the Bullet guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of bottles that he's given me of their stuff.
That's good stuff too.
I really like.
Yeah. So we're not ready to do it yet, but we definitely want to do a barrel pick. And we're not going to go the Buffalo Trace route because everybody's, it's the Buffalo Trace and Pappy Van Winkle and all that stuff. And I've got plenty on the shelf, and I think it's fantastic. But back to where we were going earlier, I want to go to a distillery that is not the Buffalo Trace. Mm-hmm. So I want to go to the Heaven Hill or the Bullet. And I mean, again, these are still big, it's like Titleist, Callaway, TaylorMade. I mean, they're still big names, but Buffalo Trace has kind of got the premium market cornered, but the other.
When you're ready to do that with Bullet, I got an inside track.
Oh, cool! That's awesome.
I mean, I don't know if we'll get any golf in. We'll be talking so much.
But I've got Kenny is really good friends with the guy that runs their Instagram page. I've spoken to him a few times.
Oh, awesome.
There's a potential really good hookup there.
Very cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
and he's a golfer too. The guy that runs their Instagram page and does a bunch of stuff for them. So we can figure that out for sure.
Awesome. Oh, so I'm bouncing around a little bit. So I know I told you. I think I messaged you at least. So I'm only going to have a twosome on Monday. So if you got somebody you want to bring out, feel free, man.
I've got somebody already. He's a local realtor here in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, cool.
He's going to go play with us. First time I played with him, he reached out to me on Instagram. He said, "Hey, I'm down here in Paul's." I said, "We got a spot open on Monday if you want it." So
very cool.
Did you warn him about me?
No, I want it to be a complete surprise. So.
Shit. All right. Well, so you don't want the guy to like you after the round, is what you're saying?
It'll be fine.
So looking forward to it, man. I'm super stoked. And you know what I think is even more fun is that we're able to connect, like this and talk about it and put it out there. And hopefully our fans, both yours and ours, are looking forward to what we're going to be able to generate next week from a content standpoint. I mean, we're going to be able to break down the golf tournament.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, there's so many good things that could happen next week, man.
Absolutely.
Right, so I do want to plug this. So the goal of the Salty Golfer, and this is what we're looking to do in the next year or so. It just depends on this whole COVID bull crap. But, so where I'm at and how affordable it is to play golf down here.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys were to come down here, it costs you $400 to $500 for lodging, for breakfast, for 4 rounds of golf.
Wow.
At top tier golf courses. So we just want to throw this big, huge party. A Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday type thing. Wednesday, it's kind of a meet and greet with a band, food. We just all kind of get to know each other. You bring your own scramble team, and we play a handicap deal Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Big, massive cash payouts, and just have one big, massive party around golf and food and music. And so that's where, and And you guys would obviously be on board with that.
Yeah.
I've got a minimum of 2 foursomes that I can bring. I've probably got 3 or 4 foursomes that with us.
But I just want really cool brands to be a part of it, and I think that we probably have to turn people away.
I think so too. I think it's a great idea.
All of the feedback I'm getting from different people. So that's the goal is to get everybody in this Instagram golf family community together and just party for 4 days and play some golf.
Like the salty scramble or
something like that, or we'll figure out something.
That's cool, man.
We would love to be a part of it. We would. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people that are doing similar things as we are, but we would love to be. So we'll go ahead and commit and say yes. Give us first dibs on the YouTube, and then but spread the love. I mean, there's plenty of talking to do, man.
I need somebody to be able to document it, so that's what you guys would be there for. I mean, you guys would be able to help do that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm a shitty enough golfer that you know what? I'll hit the ball, I'll drink a few, and we'll talk a lot. So there you go.
So, but Cal's playing a lot like Brooks these days. That's why he's got the mustache going. He will not be playing on the weekend. He will not make the cut.
Everybody's making the cut at this point, Dan. Why are you being so? See, like I told you, hey, Dan's either negative or he's screwing things up.
Funny. That's funny. We'll have a blast regardless. How many strokes do you need? Listen. Just let's get this on tape too. Just because you're bringing me a bottle of whatever you're bringing me, that's not payment for when you lose. You still have to pay the golf bet.
I love that.
No. I'm paying the golf. So and we should not disclose any monetary amounts because it is illegal.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no reason. Now we can say who won or lost. If we play skins, then we can say who won the most skins. But there's no reason to get into dollar amounts. We don't want anybody. We don't need any. We don't need to instigate any lawsuits over any trademark infringements.
Yeah.
10-4.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Nah, it's all good. All good. Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it, man. So let's nail down. So I'm good for Monday. Potentially
Monday, and then Thursday, and then maybe Friday or Saturday. You good with that?
We're leaving Saturday, so that's going to be tough for us to.
Well, then definitely Monday, Thursday, and then maybe a Friday round.
Yeah. Well, I'm good for them if you're good for them.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'd like to get you up there to Tidewater.
What would you call it? The Pebble Beach of the East Coast.
Tidewater.
Yeah. So let's get. So I already bought a $75 gift card at Caledonia.
Yeah. So I'll get.
Getting attacked?
Yeah, a bird just flew up underneath him.
He wants that Woodford.
Hey, this is live action right here, people. This is you don't get to everywhere. This is live action.
So, God, I forgot what I was saying.
So we got Myrtle, TPC Myrtle, and then Caledonia. We want to get there, and then let's do Tidewater on let's do one Thursday and one Friday.
Yeah, perfect.
And I'm good with those like 8 a.m. tee times. I mean, that's perfect. If you want to get out earlier, we could. I mean, there's no reason to, but unless there is. So, if that's all we can do. So.
You're staying in Surfside?
Yeah.
All right, so that's like, I mean, I live like in the triangle of Myrtle's Inlet, Surfside, and Myrtle Beach. So we'll probably be minutes from you where we live. So the only thing about Tidewater, it's up on the north end, so it's going to be about a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, I'm not worried about getting up. I mean, it's not, I don't, if there's no reason to get up, I mean, I'll be up anyway, but it's like if we rush through the day, at my age, you got to get up, you got to get things moving, and you have to eat, I got to eat oatmeal.
You got to do your Jimenez stretching.
Got to do my Miguel Angel Jimenez stretching.
Can't wait to see that.
I can't wait to see that.
Have your camera on your phone.
Solid, brand new iPhone.
Oh, perfect. Good.
That'll be all over the Instagram stories that morning.
That's hilarious.
What's the weather like? Are we going to be sweating our balls off?
Yeah.
Well, where do you live? Don't you live in Georgia?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it is hot. It is crazy hot here, man.
Yeah.
There's no amount of sweat there as it is here, buddy. Just massive amounts of it.
Well, I'm seasoned. I've been training for this all week.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
Hey, so
All right, boys,
anything else to wrap up? Talk about? If we don't, Wes, why don't you tell everybody where they can find the Salty Golfer?
Yeah, so we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram, and it's all at the Salty Golfer. And then we have a website, thesaltygolfer.com. We've got a few things still available. Everything pretty much is sold out until we do our new drops. We still have some logo tees on there and some salty swag bags that you get 2 logo golf balls, 10 golf tees, and then our sticker pack with a tee bag. And I think it's $14.99. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and I'll Dan, I'll give Cal some stuff to give to you. So make sure you get some
I'll
stuff
never
too.
get it. I'll never get it.
Yes, he gets nothing. He gets nothing, sir.
Dan, you can email me your address and I'll mail it to you.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
I'll
kidding.
email you Dan's address.
I'm
it's
looking
Atlanta,
forward.
Georgia, 30312.
I'm looking forward to seeing these clips next week. And then Wes, I look forward for that gift bag, man. We got some good stuff for you too, buddy. Thank you for coming on the show, buddy. We really had a great time.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Hey, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Cheers, buddy. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Cheers,
Cheers.
brother.
Cheers,
See you
guys.
soon, okay?
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay.